yours, Ghost.
Very, very special. The man from the dark side is coming here. Lord Satan himself.
A special look implies like a break in character. You know, it's like, a lot of people think I spend my time torturing. I also like to cook. For example, this. I'm making gazpacho.
And over here I'm making Gestapo.
I mix the two.
So, it's spicy, but it'll also kill your children.
It's obviously not vegetarian.
Goldust. See, now you see the letterbox format.
Yes.
You see? Yeah.
Nice touch. Very nice touch.
Yeah, and it's done, and it's kind of like jittered as well. It's really, like, not like stop motion, but...
Slightly slower frames.
Yeah. What a guy. To make it look like, I suppose, like maybe like a film, I don't know.
Yeah, like an older film, is that?
Yeah, I guess so. What a guy. He was married to her as well.
Indeed.
Beware of Dog. It was In Your House too.
In Your House too. Beware of Dog. Do you mean the dog?
Maybe it was Beware of Dog too.
Beware
of Dog too?
Because not the you don't have to worry about our first dog, but dog 2, he's the one who'll get you. But if they both come at me at the same time, how do I know which one is dog 2? This is not a helpful sign.
Normally that's a glitch in the system. I just restart. This isn't how dogs work. What the fuck kind of dogs you have here?
Where's the reset button on your Alsatian?
Up with Poopa. I love like she's smoking as well. Very phallic there.
Very phallic, Terry.
I mean, I know what you're trying to do, Terry. But these kids, they're going to have cancer.
What a thoroughly creepy.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, wait a second. Has he got a bit of padding there in the old trunks as well?
Spinal Tap tribute.
just a cucumber shoved down there. Brilliant. Oh, great stuff. Goldusteen.
If you're not Irish, listen to that. Adding "een" onto the end of a name is diminutive, and it implies affection for someone.
So it's like, I suppose it would be the Irish version of
Junior.
Yeah, or maybe even like the Japanese. Oh, San is Mr. And Miss, it would be Chibi.
Oh, okay, so maybe like that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's cute. So, Sheen or Seen or Een.
So you'd be Danine.
Danine. Yeah. Thomas would be Thomasine.
Thomasine.
So Goldust there would be Goldusteen.
Although, obviously we wouldn't be calling Goldust in any way acute at all.
Or Goldusteen. What are you doing? I could just imagine him in a field with a load of 16-year-olds drinking stolen cans of Guinness during the hot summer months.
So is Pachin then?
Pachin, yeah.
Would he be? Yeah.
Een, yeah.
Pachin's like it's basically Irish vodka, isn't it? It is just vodka.
Yeah.
It's just
nicer, I think. If done correctly, very nice.
In a bathtub.
Yeah, but still done correctly.
You were saying you could see him in the fucking
Goldusteen. Stop duckers in the joint. Also, he takes it. To duck arse is when you're smoking a rollie or a joint and your lips are wet, so you kind of mess up the end of the end where you draw on.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fucking hell it's called duck arse.
Because tight as a duck's arse, and that's watertight. That's why. You see, I remember one of my friends said that I didn't hear this, but it made me laugh so hard. I'm going to wait until you finish your tea. But he had said he'd rolled a joint so tight it was like felching a cat.
Good lord! Oh, good lord! I believe their vaginas have teeth, you know.
And ducks' penises are spiraled.
They're just truly a disgusting animal.
But their vaginas are spiraled as well, but in the other direction.
Yeah, because all duck sex is non-consensual.
Sorry, I just went like I've got an awful schnoz there. A nosing. What is he wearing? Like he actually is wearing like the full Undertaker suit though.
Well, he must have been on a job or something.
He just boys have just in. There was a car crash outside at the A85.
Can't turn down good business.
10 lads were spread all about the place. That Paul Bearer is just taking all of his clothes.
I saw in Kuala Lumpur they have a big bird sanctuary, and I saw 2 different species of duck. Well, there was a female and a male, and there was a forced intercourse, but there's no species match there. Like,
so
they were both duck, but they were like totally different kinds of duck. Like it was not
right.
gonna work.
Okay,
it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah,
but they do it anyways.
Jesus Christ!
Very very horny and aggressive animal. If it was a man, it would be. I don't know. Oh, I'll tell you what. Ted Bundy, or that guy in Aliens 3, who's like the preacher's like, you don't want to know me, lady.
Oh,
I'm not a good man.
Gandhi?
Yeah, but him, before he found God.
Oh, okay. So back when he was still a ripper.
Yeah, a raper of women. Yeah, that's what a duck is like. A young version of him. Goldusteen, get in.
Dusteen there, like, he's done the whole like
Shades of
Fear. In the same way that when you say Shades of Fear?
Shades of Fear there on Dusteen.
Do you know how like the Yank would for like Thanksgiving they put their hand out and they draw around it and then it's their turkey?
Oh yes.
Do you think he did the same thing with his makeup?
Good question.
Because he does just look like he did the whole bird like wah wah and he's
That'll do.
That'll do, boys. We don't want to be worrying too much about it now. Now, this should surely be a count out. Oh! Getting some fucking heat from the crowd already.
If there's one thing the North American can't stand, it's cowardice. If you're scheduled... If you're 1 foot tall and you're scheduled for a match against The Undertaker and you run away, they won't tolerate it.
Nope. Can't have it.
Whereas I think, here, if you saw that match, you'd be like,
Is he got a bit of pants as well? He does.
This is great.
This is brilliant. They're really telling the story. And
He's huge, isn't he, Goldust?
Goldust, he's what, like 6'8" or something like that.
Is he really, yeah?
Yeah, maybe not as tall as 6'8", but he is a tall man. Although I cannot stop noticing the fact that is a very form-fitting suit that he's wearing.
It sure is.
Jesus, he's eating that fucking thing.
Goldust, your butt is in danger of eating your suit.
Oh, yes! Brilliant stuff. Why would you do that? Why would you go up to the fucking man who you're terrified of and start feeling yourself up? You fucking clout. Oh.
That is a tactical error. That's
Take a seat, Goldust. Take a seat. Goldust, he, as well as being huge, he has fucking massive shoulders.
Yeah. If he was... Well, actually, he doesn't look
fucking not an awful lot of the imagination there, Goldust. There, my God.
Jesus Christ.
The whole downstairs there, Goldust.
The boys right on show there.
You were just poured into this. Jesus Christ. The beans are above the frank.
He was in worse shape than this, though, in the past.
Even, well... Now I think he's lost weight, but he also looks smaller for it. So as well as looking trimmer, he looks like he's less muscular.
Muscle as well.
Yeah. I was looking at pictures online. There's a subreddit called Progress Pics, which does pictures of, you know, people. So it says like 3 months ago, and it'll show a picture of them, and it shows them now, you know. And some of them are small, like, oh, this is like me with like 6 months on keto or whatever it is.
Ooh.
I know. Fucking hell, he took it all with his arse. And maybe they've only lost like, say 20 pounds, only lost 20 pounds, but you know, they may have weighed 400 pounds, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So the difference is not that noticeable, but it's still like, it's for them to kind of get, you know, a huge boost. But some of them are like, oh, this is me with like, you know, 2 years of strength training. And I saw one guy the other day, and he must have only done his arms and shoulders, arms and chest, because he looked like a fucking triangle. He looked like if Zippy from Rainbow was turned upside down. That's because I assume Zippy just continues on forever. He looked like one of the Mr. Men. That's what it was. Do you not imagine that? Because Zippy is a parrot. He does, like, he starts off with a pointy head, and then he just kind of gets bigger and bigger and bigger as he goes down. So I assume that he just goes on forever.
Zippy is infinite.
Yeah.
What do you think, Zippy? Zippy is infinite.
Zippy is everything. We are Zippy. You are Zippy. We are all Zippy.
Is Bungalow Zippy? Not Bungalow. Bungalow is never Zippy. Ha! Fool! Just hear this. Shut up, Jane.
Bring George out here. Bring him out here. See the last person who was wrong to Zippy. George comes out and he's got all these zips all over his body, you know. Open the one on your chest, George. I don't want to. Open the one on your chest. He opens it up and like, it's insane. It's almost like they've replaced replaced parts of his heart with just like metal, and it's like stapled on, you know, sewn up with this big thick black yarn, you know. Gaze upon the work of Zippy.
I like see the last person who was wrong to Zippy. Oh, fantastic. George, what? Kill Jane.
But I can't, Zippy. Do you wish to anger Zippy again?
Maybe this time we can put zips in your eyes and your mouth.
I have zips in my mouth. Don't you want to be like Zippy?
It's a thoroughly creepy little character.
I can just imagine, you know, like George like waking up on the table, and Zippy's just standing over him, and he's just got like a bunch of cable ties in one hand, and like this really rusty axe in another, or like a saw, and he's just like, "You were wrong again, George. We'll fix that." No, Zippy! And he just slowly like pulls his zip across, you know. It's like, have you ever watched Dexter?
The first 2 seasons.
Okay, well, that's all you need to watch, really. But the first episode is brilliant because the first time you see Dexter killing someone, he was going to say he kills them when they're alive, which is something my mum would say. Because we live beside a slaughterhouse back home, and my mum, we could hear like these like sheep and lambs, mine. And my mum goes to my dad, "They kill them while they're alive." But the guy's like held down to a table, and he's just got a drill, and you just see him like moving back and forth as he's obviously like sawing away at this guy's face, and you hear the you know, and that's fucking terrifying. Like later on they cut that out, and he just stabs him in the chest.
Yeah,
that's how they die. Oh, big drop.
That probably didn't go over well with testing.
No, and which is weird because that's the one that I like the most. I like the fact that his code, Dexter's code, was almost an excuse for it.
Yeah.
As opposed, but it turned out being like, oh, I gotta follow the code.
Yeah.
You know, but in the books, it's not like that. In the books, it's more like the code is just his way of killing and not getting caught. But the TV show is the other way around. Because in the first book, there's a bit where he... not the books aren't well written, like they're pulp bollocks, but they are quite dark. And there's a bit where he I think because he goes after mostly pedophiles in the first book. Probably so that you can empathise with the fucking guy. And there's just one of the bits he says where he went to work on the I went to work on the guy's leg. So he doesn't actually explain what he does, but you can just imagine him just like gleefully, ha ha, you know, like hacking away at this guy while he's still alive.
Attaching zips.
Yeah. You know, like when he's got Dexter's dad in the corner, and he's always going like, should you really do that, Dexter? Just Zippy in the corner. Do it.
More zips. But I've run out. Zippy always has more.
Bags of zips. Just, please excuse me. I stopped off at the Gap on the way here.
Bought some jeans.
They were button-ups. No zips.
The Gap is the only place I can find infinity jeans.
Oh, Jesus, Goldust is still attached. Come on. You know how much they cost?
Those are not cheap.
Oh, fuck. Goldust, he looks a bit like Owen Hart.
Tiny bit, yeah.
Gets a wee bit of a cheer there.
It's actually not a bad match.
It's not a bad match. It's just that I'm really taken aback by this idea of Zippy being this.
Whoa. The figure of absolute horror.
Yes.
The last one was wrong to Zippy.
Bungle. Come here, Bungle. And Bungle's just like got a zip right in the side of his head. Open your zip, Bungle. Show George what I took from you. He opens it up and just like all this cotton wool just falls out. See, there's an awful lot of the brain you can remove while keeping the main functions intact.
Bungle still functions.
You see, the funny thing is that they say you only use 10% of your brain, but never do you hear that someone was shot in the head, but it only went through the 90% he doesn't use. Bungle and I, we've been doing some experiments.
Groundbreaking research, right, Bungle? Yes. Yes, Bungle. Bungle, pull some of your brain out.
Like pull-ups. Thin line of drool, you know. Do you smell toast, Bungle?
Always.
Brilliant stuff. As he like kind of puts his finger in, you know, his leg jerks. Do not fall, Bungle. Remember what happened the last time you fell. He smiles and there's all these teeth missing and all.
Oh, Zippy. Would have been a very different show.
Oh!
You know, the Undertaker got a cup full of balls there. Got a handful of peanuts.
Handful. Big, loose, juice, ready for use. Jesus, he just about missed him there. Fucking hell, that was a very close punch. Earlier on, there was a guy in the crowd. I was talking about him earlier on. I'm pretty sure it's the same kid that turns up at, is it SummerSlam? Oh, Tombstone. At SummerSlam. There he is, there he is. You see him, he's clapping there, he's got the glasses.
Fingerless gloves.
Fingerless gloves, yeah. I'm pretty sure the Ash Ketchum style. Oh, what the fuck? Fucking Jesus.
Good man, Mick.
Go on, Mick.
Go on, Mick. Drag him under.
Ah, down you go. They could have.
Turn him on, Mick.
Oh, well, it must have been. Yeah, he must have had like a Stanley knife.
For that man, mankind.
Oh,
what a
toothless bastard.
Bizarre individual. He's so bizarre. Am I right?
He's the bizarre one. Oh,
is he making a bit of poopy there?
It's your gas from your ass, it's your tongue pump from your rump, it's the toot from your boot. Yep. Oh dear, mankind. Oh dear.
Mankind. Surely you suspect that this is some kind of ruse. You're going to put your head over it. Oh no. Mankind. I expected choking in a second.
Do you think so? Think the fist's gonna go? No, actually,
Or the lights go out and he's going to be behind him.
That's how it normally happens. Because the lights are flickering, I suppose. Yeah. They don't do this anymore. I love the way Mankind's like, I'm going to come from underneath the ring. I'm going to do this. And everyone's like, okay. What are they cheering?
Rest in peace.
Oh, that's the boards.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Hello, Stephanie. Do you remember that?
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Stephanie.
Oh dear. Oh dear, Mick. You fucking did it. You silly goose.
Oh.
Into that house with you. Into the house with you, Mick.
Get into that room and tidy it this minute.
Wait until your father gets home. That'll be the end of that.
He'll be lucky if he doesn't kill you.
What is it? I'll be dug out of you.
I'll be dug out.
Lord have mercy.
Christ have mercy. Lord have mercy.
So what do we think of that?
Wasn't
that bad of a match, actually.
No, I think Goldust is pretty... Goldust and Undertaker, that's pretty much a guarantee of an above average match.
I like Goldust. I think that he's lazy. You know, I think that he relies too much on his gimmick.
On his really...
Yeah, on getting heat through that, so that maybe it's not laziness, because he's actually a really good wrestler. And if you see him, like, he does this fucking brilliant snap. What's it called whenever it's not a suplex, it's not a body slam. It's whenever they run, you throw them, you Irish whip them against the rope, and as they're coming back, you kind of
power slam.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
like over really like nice that. Yeah. Like it's a huge snap. Oh Jesus! Look at this. Oh fucking look what you did.
You knocked that ladder. That cost money.
We're not being Q, mate. Alright? Fuck's sake.
This is a multi-billion-dollar company. Do you think we have access to all the ladders we want?
And the camera. The worst fake camera cut in history.
I can't see anything.
Hey, but it kind of went beep, you know, like a...
Oh, Vince is
very confused. Oh, very concerned about the whole fucking thing. Jeez, that's my camera. That ladder, like... Jeez, they just got that ladder. I hadn't even had time to change the lights in the house.
I can't believe we left the new ladder there when we knew those guys were going to be brawling backstage. I'm sickened.
Exclusive Colosseum new video. Oh, there you go. Because this was obviously came out after the Boiler Room Brawl, they can kind of comment towards it. Anyway, okay, yeah. I mean, like, I think that if a heel is too good of a wrestler, they become a kind of like tweener, you know?
Oh, okay.
And
the crowd starts cheering for them because they're really good.
Because they're really good, and so they need to then up the fact that.
Oh.
Fuck.
Well, this is
Jesus. We were trying to give some.
This got dark.
Yeah. All of a sudden. How's Zippy there? Behind. Does anybody want somewhere to hold things?
Bungalow up on the side of your head. We've been using it for storage.
Yes. Vincent, where is this new ladder you've been telling us about?
It's in the boiler room, of course.
False. Bunko. Open the zip on your head. Look in, Vince. You will find it full of ladders.
You're the one who's been stealing WWF ladders. If you're unaware of who Zippy is,
oh God,
look up Rainbow.
You've really got to see you've got to see this rainbow.
Yeah, And you will see Zippy in all his glory. Never blinks. Never
No.
blinks.
Always staring straight ahead. And his twanger's a big pink one. Okay, right, before the next match starts. So, yeah, like I'm going to use an example. Let's say Angle or Benoit. Right? Like, whenever Angle and Benoit, they had to be heels. They had to become these, like, cowardly or insanely villainous heels because they were so good in the ring.
Yeah.
That the crowd just wouldn't accept it. They just wouldn't accept the fact that, that these guys are doing this. So, that's why, Kurt Angle did the whole, I'm the best, integrity, intelligence, intensity. It's true, but, all this type of shit.
Yeah.
And Benoit just became ruthless and I know the crippler thing came before because he actually badly hurt someone in the ring. By mistake. He was really annoyed about it, but, I think, what do you call the guy who runs WCW?
Bischoff?
Bischoff, yeah. Was it Bischoff?
Well, Ted Turner was...
Yeah.
Well, he was the money man, but I think Eric Bischoff was the guy running it day to day.
I'm pretty sure it was he was like, this is fucking brilliant, then we can call you the Canadian Crippler and you can do all that stuff. So, yeah, you need to have that kind of balance out the really good wrestling with almost comedic evil.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Shawn Michaels in the back making cheeky faces. And I think that Goldust hasn't got that balance right.
Yeah.
And he's afraid to be too good in case... Like, he's going to be hated anyway because... Fucking doesn't matter how good a wrestler is, he's going to be hated because... He touches people up when they're knocked down. He sexually assaults people.
Americans just... They're not going to take to that.
No.
If I'm honest, most people aren't going to take
No, they aren't. No, and it's not even about his sexuality. It's about the fact that he waits until they're knocked down before he starts giving them loads,
It really is very grim.
Yeah, it's dark, like.
Well, I liked the beginning of that.
Fucking hell! Psycho Sid!
I'm sorry. I was drunk driving by it and I saw that I saw an altercation, so.
I just decided I had to come out and just help out.
Jesus, Psycho Sid is intense, isn't he?
Such a fucking mullet, though. What?
I know.
It's a story with the mullet. And he's got that shade of brown about him. Like where his skin is not meant to be that dark and he just stubbornly refuses to not use tanning beds every day.
Yes.
I'd imagine by the time the dude is 70, he's going to look like an old piece of leather. With a blonde mullet.
I love how Shawn Michaels as well, he's kind of wearing the Nation of Domination's clothes.
Shawn Michaels, well-known Black Panther.
Ahmed Johnson actually doesn't look like Ahmed Johnson. He looks like he's got charisma.
Yeah, and what is on his shirt? Who's...
Ahmed Johnson.
Oh, okay.
So he's wearing himself on the shirt there. Anyway, we've only got about a minute before this match starts, so we're going to want to wrap this up. I quite liked it. I like the Undertaker anyway. He's one of those things where you don't really need to pay attention to because you know it's going to be awesome. He doesn't really... There was no botches. I couldn't see any botches. It was a fucking great match. The Mankind ending was... I think it was mistimed a wee bit, because I'm pretty sure that the Undertaker got the 3.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so.
And obviously you'd want more heat if he didn't get the 3, if he only got the 1, the 2, and then maybe there was a DQ. But weird thing is that if it was a DQ, then Goldust would have lost because he went for Undertaker, and yet Goldust was gripping him backstage. So just weird. Anyway, anything else that you want to add?
No, I enjoyed that. I think you covered it.
Yeah. Well, next it's the Camp Cornette versus the People's Posse.
You another copy in a day.
Jesus, sure I'm fine.